Go to part 1 ballet terms before continuing this video.
Do you remember what frappe is? Let's go ahead and spell it.
F-R-A-P-P-E accent.
Frappe means strike or struck. And do you remember how to do a frappe? We usually do it at the bar. Okay, so frappe, we start on the ankle and then we strike the floor like a match. Strike, 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 frappe, 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 strike, 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 or struck. Okay, next we have glissade. I think you might know what a glissade is.
G-L-I-S-S-A-D-E.
Glissade means to glide. Remember how to do a glissade? Glissade, glissade, glissade. A little faster. Glissade, glissade, glissade. Glide. This is an easy one. Grande.
G-R-A-N-D or G-R-A-N-D-E.
Okay, so one is with an E, and the other version is without an E, okay? And I won't get into why, that's just the grammar of French. But we have grande can be spelled this way or this way, so don't let that confuse you if you see it spelled that way or spelled that way. It means the same thing, and do you remember what grande means? Grande means big, right? Grande, kind of like grand. We say grand in English, right? So grand also means big, so that's an easy one to remember. And there's no step for this, it just means a big whatever. Okay, so you could say grande plier, for example. You've heard that before, right? So grande plier would be big plie, or grand plie, rather than demi plie, which would be half a plie, big plie, right? We're getting there. Next word is, short one, jete.
J-E-T-E accent.
What is a jete? Go ahead and do it if you know. All right, so I mentioned this earlier. Jete means jet, 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 jete, 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 jete. Remember jetes? Now I want to make a little tutorial about jetes. A lot of people do their jetes too big or too side to side. So don't do your jetes like this. Jete, jete, jete. For some reason people think they go side to side. They don't. Jetes go up and down. Up and down. So think up and down when you do jetes. Up, 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 up. So next we have pas de.
P-A-S-D-E.
What is it? We use this phrase in a lot of different sentences. Okay? Pas de means step of. Step of. So it can mean step of whatever. Okay, you might hear pas de bourrée or pas de basque. So for example, pas de cheval means step of horse. Pas de chat, that one I know you know. Pas de chat means step of cat. Passé.
P-A-S-S-E accent.
All right, do you remember what a passé is? Passé Don't get passé confused with retrait. A lot of people think a retrait is a passé. It is not. Okay? So, passé, do you remember what passé means? What does it mean? Passé means pass. Okay? Passé, pass, would look like this. Passé, passé, passé. Passé, 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 passé. Okay? More commonly done like this. Passé, passé, passé. Passé, passé, passé. Okay, it means to pass through. Doesn't stop. Ooh, an easy one. I think you'll know this one too. Petite.
P-E-T-I-T or P-E-T-I-T-E.
Okay? For the French grammar, sometimes they add an E. I won't get into why, but petite can be spelled either way. And what does petite mean? Bet you remember, petite means little or small, okay? Little. So petite is little. So petite ballerina would be little ballerina. Next word is pique.
P-I-Q-U-E accent.
Pique. I bet you remember what a pique is. If not, I'll go over it. So, pique. Usually in class, when we do piques, we reference a turn. Okay, it doesn't always have to be a turn, but usually most of the time it's referenced in a turn. So, pique turn, or pique en tournant, is pique, pique, pique. And other side, pique, pique, pique. Okay, pique means prick, pricked, okay? So you're pricking your leg straight like a needle. So think of your leg like a needle, super straight, super long, super pointed and sharp. So your leg, so when you step onto this needle-like leg, you're pricking the floor, almost like a needle would prick your finger, right? So your leg has to be really strong and straight like a needle, and you prick the floor, prick the floor, prick the floor on your pique turn.
Next word is pirouette. P-I-R-O-U-E-T-T-E.
And I bet you remember what that is. Okay, so we do this every week. Pirouette. Single pirouette. Hard to do with glasses on. My glasses might fall off my face. But pirouette means what? What does pirouette mean? Pirouette means to whirl. You also might hear me say to spin, but I believe the direct translation is whirl, whirl, like a whirlwind. But I might say spin sometimes. Okay? Spot something. So stare at something and make sure that you don't take your eyes off of it. You are going to keep your face and your eyes and your head on that one thing. Okay, so you spot. If you want to practice your spotting, you can do this. Okay, and that's how you practice spotting. It's very important that you spot when you do your turns or your pirouettes, or your chaînés, or your piques, or any turn you want to spot. Pick that one thing and stare at it the entire time. So why? So you don't get dizzy. If you get dizzy, you fall. Okay? So keep yourself from falling. Spot. Another reason to spot is because it looks better, right? If you don't spot, it looks kind of silly, right? So if you don't spot, it looks like this. And that looks funny, right? I look lost. So you don't want to, whoa, the room is spinning when I don't spot. Gets me very dizzy. So make sure that you spot on your pirouettes. They look better that way.
Next word is plier, P-L-I-E accent.
Okay, plier. And I know you know what plier is. This is the noun. Plier with the verb. Okay, so noun, plier, a plier, to plier. Okay, plier, plier. Plier the noun, plier the verb. So, plier, I'm sure you all know, is bend. Plier means to bend. Right? Demi plier is what? Half a bend. Grande plier is what? Big bend. So, plier, bend. Word. De. De always means of. Bras.
P-O-R-T-D-E-B-R-A-S. 3 words.
What does port de bras mean? It means carriage of what? Arms. So we do port de bras, and port de bras can be a variety of things. As you know, port de bras can be a lot of different things as long as it's arms only. Arms, arms, arms. Arms only. Port de bras, port de bras, port de bras. Carriage of arms. Renverse.
R-E-N-V-E-R-S-E accent.
Okay, renverse. Again, if we added an R at the end, it would become a verb, but we're doing the noun, renverse. That's a little tricky. Do you remember what renverse is? You might not. It's a little bit advanced, so advanced for level 1. So renverse means, looks almost exactly like the word, reverse, reverse. Renverse means reverse. So you'll usually hear me say it when we do bar work, and I will say to you, demi de tourner renverse. What am I saying when I say that? So we did bar work, we finished one side, and then I say demi de tourner renverse, you do this. Okay? So the translation, you know what that whole phrase means? If you do, I'm impressed. Demi de tourner renverse simply means demi, half, day of, tourner, turn, renverse, reverse.
Do you remember what this is called?
Retire. So that's a very important one, retire. We do that every week. Retire means retire.
R-E-T-I-R-E accent.
Retire. Can you see that? It's spelled like retire, but with an accent over the E. And retire, as you know, is here. Can you see that? So, retire means retire. It's a passé that's resting or retired. Okay? So retired means like rest. So retire. When we do our retires, let me pull this up so you can see. You want to turn out your supporting foot, right? You want to point above the knee, okay, not on your knee. It's very dangerous to put pressure on your knee. And then you're going to push this knee back, so it's not here, but rather here. So there's a difference. See the difference? Okay, and then your hip should be down, okay? Hip down. A lot of people lift their hip like that. So press that hip down, but not so much this hip goes out, okay? That would be too much. So you want to be straight between your two hips, hip down. And then the hardest thing is to get this heel forward. So you want this heel to be forward like that, not like that. See the difference? So this is bad. Don't do that. That heel should be forward, front. Push it forward. Knee back, heel front. Okay? And you also want lots of space between your heel and your thigh. It's hard to see because my shoes have heels, but you want to have a lot of space. So you're not like that, in other words. Okay? Or you're not like that or like that. Okay? You want lots of space. Okay? And then you can also practice it in releve. So retiré, releve, and balance. And why do we need to practice this? Because that's how we are on our pirouette. Releve. So.
R-E-L-E-V-E accent.
Elevate is straight up, straight down, but releve, we bend first and then go up. So, releve is bend and up, usually faster. Bend up. Releve, bend up. Okay, sometimes it's slow. Releve, releve. Okay, so releve means rise, rise. Elevate means elevate. Okay, so know the difference between those two phrases. Sauté or sauté. I usually say sauté.
S-A-U-T-E accent is the noun and S-A-U-T-E-R is the verb. If it has the accent E, that would make it a noun. If it has the ER at the end, it turns it into a verb.
Okay, sauté means jump, jump. And I'll give you a trick to remembering that, okay? So when we do our sautés in class, we usually do sauté in first, sauté in second, sauté in fifth. Okay, it means jump, 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 jump. Tendu, I know you know what that is.
T-E-N-D-U, tendu.
What is a tendu? What does tendu mean? It's kind of a tricky one, tendu. So I know you know what tendu is. Tendu, tendu, tendu. En quoi? En quoi? That's level 2. I think you might know that word or that phrase. So tendu, what does that mean? It's kind of tricky because it doesn't look like the word that it means. Okay, a lot of people think tendu means point, but it doesn't mean point. It means stretch. So you're stretching your leg out. Stretch your leg out. Stretch your leg out. Stretch your leg out. Tendu. Okay, that's kind of tricky. So when you do your tendus, I want to go over this really quickly. Okay, we do this in class if you remember, but breaking it down a tendu. Okay, so when you push through your tendu devant, which means tendu to the front, you push forward on the floor with a flat foot as far as you can. Don't lift up your heel yet. I am pushing my heel towards you. So I'm really trying to get my heel to push forward towards you, okay? I'm not doing this, okay? So I don't go with my toe. I actually go forward with my heel, my toes pulling back as my heel pushes front. So why do I do that? I do that so I get a nice turnout. If I don't push my heel forward and pull my toe back, I will do this, which is too normal. Okay, that's too everyday person. Anyone can do that, right? Ballerinas have to do stuff the hard way. So we do stuff with turnout. So in order to keep that turnout, I have to push my heel forward, pulling my toe, my pinky toe back, And then I go into a half point or demi point. And then I go into a full point. And what do we do on our full point? We push on our big toe. So we push on our big toe, not our little toe. So we push on our little toe, what's that called? If you said sickling, yes, that would be sickling. So we push forward on our big toe as much as possible.
Notice that demonstrated here. The one on the left is more correct than the one on the right. You want to push your ankle forward so you're just on your big toe.
And then when we come out of our tendu, we come back into demi point, and then we do the opposite. We pull back with our pinky toe. That's the concentration on the way back. Pinky toe back. Because what if I don't think about that? If I don't think about pulling the pinky toe back, what am I going to do? I will probably come back wrong. I'll probably come back like this. See how that's wrong? Can you see that? So you don't want to come back like this with your heel. You want to come back with your pinky toe so that fifth position locks in and slides in perfectly. So you almost want to be in fifth position before you're in fifth position. Okay? So don't come back like this. Because if you come back like that, what happens? You get that fifth. And that's not a fifth, right? That's a T. We don't want a T. We want fifth. Okay? So you can't come back heel. You have to come back pinky toe back. Pull that pinky toe back for your tendu. That's just tendu front, right? So think of all that stuff you have to think about. That's a lot to think about on a simple stretch or tendu, right? So if you're doing your tendus in class and you're thinking about something else, you're thinking about, I don't know, your friends, or you're thinking about what you're gonna have for dinner, and you're just like do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. You're not concentrating on all that stuff that you need to be concentrating on. And that takes a lot of concentration to think about all those things that I just mentioned. And that's why you have to really, really, really focus and concentrate in ballet class, because there's so much to think about. You can't really let your mind wander and just go through the motions without thinking, especially when you're not super advanced, right? When you're learning, you need to really concentrate. Just forget about everything in the outside world and just focus on your technique. All right, last word. It's a short one. We have the word tour.
T-O-U-R, tour.
Tour in French means turn. So tour is turn. Okay, turn. Okay, tourner means to turn, or tour means a turn. Okay, so there you go. Those are all the ballet terms for our level 1 ballet class. We have quizzed these words in class, as my students already know. Hopefully you're not too bored and not missing ballet class too much. I miss you guys. I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully really soon, and more videos to come. All right, thanks guys. Bye.